Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nigel Knows. It's our season 2. Yay!
Season 2!
Our first episode of season 2, and we're so happy, so excited to get back to it and talk about some more stuff because we took a little break and stuff been happening in the little break time. So we're talking about dating today. Yes, it's been a hot girl summer. It's been a very interesting girl summer, which we'll talk about that. But first, I do want to show our pictures because if you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening, then check out our YouTube, Nigel Knows, to see our pictures. We had recorded this already. Me testing it out hours before. Everything is perfect. Got it. We go to actually record, get through the whole thing, and boom, no audio. I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to recover the audio, then realize, hey, the mic must have been on mute the whole hour. So we did our paint and sip, which it was fun. It was a good conversation. But I do want to at least show our pictures. So this is Alicia's picture. We did a sketch first and then painted out. One love. There she go, represent her Jamaican heritage. Yeah,
we gotta represent.
All right, pay a little homage. We have Tori's picture representing her travel with her map and her plane.
Yes,
just go.
Just go. Just do it. Just go.
Just move. If you're thinking about it, just go ahead and do it.
Yep, exactly. Just go.
Don't think about it too hard because you'll talk yourself out of it.
Exactly.
Then we have mine. Of course, I got to represent
the head wrap.
Nose and the head wrap. Yes. And there we go. We got our pretty pictures. Yay. Oops. Sorry if you hear that. That's me banging against the desk. But today we're talking about dating. Again, this is an ongoing conversation because this is always very fluid and always changing. There's no, black or white when it comes to dating when you're dealing with human beings.
No.
So we've definitely have had some dates and some stories that have happened over the last couple months. So who wants to start? Should it be me?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay.
I think that would take the cake.
You have the culmination of the frustration.
It kind of does. Now, in the previous one, I was a little bit more detailed. At this point, I'm so exhausted over it that y'all gonna get the story though, as much as you need to know, as much as so you know what's going on. But basically, I talked about it, I think, in the last dating one we did with the guys on. I was talking about this guy I had just met that was consistent and blah, 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 blah. Same dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, things are going all right. We see each other every week. We talk regularly, blah, blah, blah. So around about the end of April, May, he started getting very distant, withdrawn, not texting, calling and stuff like he normally did. He said he was busy, blah, blah, blah. It's work. I know he travels for work, whatever. I asked him a very direct question. What's going on? Let me know so I know how I need to move. No, you're the only one, blah, blah. It's just work. So anyway, couple weeks, well, it's been a week now, I guess. I get a phone call, 2:00 in the morning. Is this Adonite? I sat up. Who is this? Is this I said, who is this? This is such and such girlfriend. I said, oh, I'm sorry, what now? Girlfriend. Yeah, I've been dating him since such and such a time, which was after, I had started dealing with him or whatever. And she's very upset, not at me, but at him, because she went through his phone basically, and that's how she found me. He's talking about he got all these women and talking about escorts, which I don't know if I believe that story, but she was just ragging him out, dogging him out bad, talking about his penis size, everything, really dogging him out. And this is somebody he worked with, that they work at the same place. Oof. She's not under him, not his subordinate, but they work together, but his position is above hers. So
still a bad idea.
Yeah, still a bad idea. So
still a bad idea.
For a couple hours, I'm like, girl, child, I'm not surprised. And at the time, I didn't feel anything because number one, it's happened to me before. It just was somebody that had just went on a couple dates with, so it wasn't a big deal. But number two, I was just like, this is what they do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel mad. I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel disappointed. And that's what bothered me, was the fact that I didn't feel anything. Nikki, you should feel something. There should be some sort of emotion that's stirring with you, stirred within you. And I was just like, girl, for real?
That's what happens when you've gone through all this shit.
Oh, dang, for real? And that's pretty much how it was, So then my little petty side The next day was like, you know what? Because she sent me screenshots, pictures of them, pictures of my own text messages, pictures of his Cash App. Like, she went through everything.
Oh, shit.
Petty said, go ahead and send the picture. Put a little message, a little smart ass message. Just do it, nigga. Just do it. So, of course. And then I talked to Felicia. She's like, girl, I would. So,
Normally, I'm not petty. I'm really not. But I mean, what do we have to
I'm
lose
not
at this
either.
point?
I mean, there's really exactly what do you have to lose, and what does it matter what he thinks now?
Exactly.
So I sent the picture and I was like, so your little girlfriend called me yesterday. You know, if you want to be a player, number one, know how to control your women. Number two, if you need lessons, come holler at me. You know, I graduated. What did I say? I graduated summa cum laude from Player University. So if you need help,
Salute Victorian.
I got you, bro. Like, I got you. You know, that was the message I sent. If you need help, I know how to do it. Like, I did it. I'm not proud of it, but I did it. Okay. I'm not an angel. I did it. Didn't hear nothing. I had blocked him, but on WhatsApp, I guess when you block somebody, it'll still show you that they called. So he had been calling my regular phone number, but it was blocked. So I saw that he had been calling, you know. So I was like, all right, fine. He sends me a message. We need to talk. All right, fine. Now, I normally don't cuss people out, right? I'll be getting mad or whatever. He calls. I'm like, yo, your girlfriend. No, this is crazy. She blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo. And I'm telling her what she said and everything. I'm like, look, I'm not even mad. But anything that we thought we might have had beyond what it is now, like, that's dead. Like, we cool, but like,
let it go.
We good.
Let it go.
Don't even worry about it. Like, we good. I'm so sorry. You don't deserve that. Blah, blah, blah. And
no,
then,
I didn't.
You know, when she sent the picture, and I hate to bring color into it, she had told me she was Palestinian and Egyptian. So she ain't white, right? But she got white skin.
But she not black either.
Yeah, right. She ain't black.
She got dark hair. So then, of course, I start thinking about this whole black men with these non-black women. And obviously, it's not the case for all of them. This is a generalization.
Mm-hmm.
And how it is in the difference in how they treat them versus how they treat us, i.e. black women. So I'm like, I'm going in. I'm like, and that's the problem with some of y'all black men. Y'all get with these white women or white skinned women and think y'all doing something special. Meanwhile, they coming to us because they feel comfortable now because they done sat on your black dick. Now they feel comfortable coming to us and talking about you. And this is why we tell y'all the shit we tell y'all. Because
we're not mad. We're not bitter for no reason.
No. I don't care who you date. I really don't. But this
make
is
it
the conversation that they're having. And all this girl was talking about was money. He ain't got shit. He ain't even got that. And he ain't. This is what she's telling me. So I'm telling
that's all they care about.
Stupid. Man, I'm not gonna say everything I said, but you a stupid MF for even dealing with that, and you're gonna ignore me for that? Really? All right, we cool, right?
Do all the extra stuff for her.
Yeah, because he took a. I want to say it because he took a chick to fuck freaking Top Golf. You think you're doing something special? Posted up. Meanwhile, this girl's literally laughing on the phone. Ha 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 ha! Laughing at you, laughing.
While doing the absolute minimum for you, taking you to just wherever Bahama Breeze, but want to go out of his way and empty his pockets to take us somewhere special. And this is how she actually talking about him and how she treating him.
Right. So everything is cool. Whatever. I'm cool. Went to work. Whatever night that was, the next night she calls me again. I didn't answer the phone at first. She literally called me back to back. Now, mind you, by this time I already have her number because she had texted me, sent me the screenshots, whatever. So first she was calling me blocked, then she called me from her number. And I answered. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. I was like, hello. It's like, girl, I just came in. I went out. I was drinking, blah, blah, blah. She's sending me pictures of her next, what I consider target.
Not even consider it is her next target.
Oh, he do this and he do that. He can do this and he can do that. I would have been sitting on it tonight, but I'm on my period. This is what she's telling me, right? Meanwhile,
you would have thought y'all best friends at this point.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. Trying to be friends at this point. We talking about music, Afrobeats music, and that type of stuff. Then of course it gets back to him. We need to get revenge. I'm like, girl, put your energy somewhere else because he's not worth it. It's not worth it. And like, I don't really want to get revenge. I don't need to. No. I'm a person that believes, what goes around comes around, and karma will come back and bite you when you least expect it. So I don't need to put forth that effort to get revenge on anybody. Like whatever happens is going to happen. you know? So this girl talking about, and I can't say the word because it's on YouTube, and I know there's like censoring things around that, but she says the big R word, RAPE. He did that to me. And then that's when she got my attention, because now I'm like, oh, okay, so she's not just flipping off at the mouth. Like, this could be something serious that can literally ruin your life. Literally ruin your life. Tears. And you know why she said that? Because she knows
her tears are a weapon.
Knows that's what would get him. She knows that if she were to whisper that to anybody else, he would be done in an instant. And
they work together.
Yeah, and they'd take that to work, no matter, even if he fought it, even if he wins the whatever, doesn't matter.
It would not matter.
He's tainted now.
The fact that he even fraternized with a subordinate is now would forever scar him. Number one, he's a black man. Number two, he's also an immigrant. So you got double whammy against you just coming here. So the fact that that girl even whispered that to me, and she had a whole story, a time, when it happened, how it happened, what the circumstance. She had a whole story behind it.
That it's not going to happen to you.
After she said it, I was just quiet. She was like, and I'm going to HR. And then I didn't say anything. I just got quiet. She's like, nah, I ain't gonna do that white people shit. What can we do to get revenge? I'm like, girl.
But you was real quick to throw that out there in the air.
Right.
That white adjacent
shit. So at first, I was like, shit. Whatever he get, like, I ain't saying shit, you know what I'm saying? But then my whole, like we talked about in the one that had no audio, I really truly have a love for black people, like, and it's on a level that I don't know that a lot of black people understand or know or have that same level. Like, I love us, like, I really truly do. So that part of me was like, I can't just sit on that, knowing that she's lying, because she's only doing this for the purpose of trying to get revenge on him. I can't just sit on that and just let a brother go down, if she were to say that, just because I'm mad that he lied to me or something, you know what I'm saying? Like that protective side of me, want to protect the black man came out, and I'm like, dang it, I got to say something. So
and that's the crazy part, because he chooses someone that, of course, is lighter and fair skinned than, yours truly. But you still look
easily said,
but you're the one that's looking out.
So easily said that out of her mouth with ease, knowing it's a lie, with ease. And here I am. I'm the one he lied to. Well, he lied to both of us, but you know what I'm saying? I'm the normal one. I ain't do nothing to you. I just like to eat, save him, have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so I'm like, dang. Now I woke up the next morning. Of course, I dreamt about it because she was the last person I talked to that night. And I'm like, dang, I got to say something, right? So I sent him a message like, yo, you need to call me when you get this message. So he called me. And again, I was like, I didn't feel nothing other than like, I need to let him know. But as I'm sitting and I'm talking, and I could feel like the heat,
the blood rise
on my toes, all the way up my legs, through my waist, through my chest. Like, I could feel my body heating up and my voice starting to get shaky. That's because I'm starting to get like passionate, and now I'm getting mad because as I'm telling him, and I'm like, and you know what she said? I was calling him all types of dumb MF black N-word, like some of everything, right? Like, I don't do that, but I was heated.
This is the danger you put yourself in.
Heated. And I was like, you know what she said? Do you know what this chick said to me? She said that you blinked her. He was like, what? I said, yes. She said that you blinked her. You better hope and pray to God that my calm, cool, mature demeanor got across to her that she don't say that to nobody else. You better hope and pray, because if she whispers that, says a hint of that to anybody else, you are done, sir.
Done.
You are done. F-U-C-K-E-D. You are done. Done. And it's my black behind that despite that, I still want to protect your bleepity beep beep beep.
Blanket and blank. Yeah, exactly.
Beepity beep beep beep. And I was like, this is the chick. Of course, I wasn't saying chick. I was saying another word. This is the chick you ignored me for, and I ain't want nothing from you. I was being nice to you. I never did nothing to you.
And asking for anything.
I didn't ask you for nothing.
All I want is peace. I want my peace. So I say, I want my peace.
Okay, but you pick chaos. You choose
exactly,
chaos.
But you go for chaos.
This is crazy. Well, she keeps calling me, and I ignore it, but I finally answered. Oh, I got to meet up with her. I said, if you meet up her, you a dumb mother. Beep, beep, beep. You a stupid mother, blah, 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 if you meet up with that chick, because this girl is after you. She is after you, and you a stupid. And I was going off. I was going off, and I was like, this is and that being said, have a good day. Click.
Well, what do I do? I don't know, sir. What do you do?
That's what he said. He's like, what do I do? Bitch, I don't fucking know.
I don't
Ignore
know.
her ass like you did me. Shit.
Exactly. Figured out like you happily ignored me. Done. Sorry.
I was so mad. Like, people don't get to me like that. People don't get to me like that. They really don't. But as I was sitting there and I'm thinking, and then like we had talked about, I'm thinking of like, it's replaying all this times, like Black men have said, oh, you so dark to be so cute. Oh, you know, you a 7. Oh, well, she's light skinned, long hair. She's a 10. Like all these things that Black men have said to me. It's like, is it because I'm dark? Is that what it is? Like, what is it? I'm a nice person. I don't bother nobody. I literally sit in my house. That's what I do. I mind my own business. I'm gonna send you a joke or two every once in a while, make you laugh, and that's pretty much it. I do my head wraps and I go to the gym. I don't do nothing else. I literally do nothing.
What more peace do you want? And then when you want us to turn up and have fun, we can turn up and have fun. So what kind of?
But do they really want peace?
Exactly.
Do they really want? Exactly. I don't think they really want it. They think that they want it. They may somewhere in the back, way in the back, they may want it, but they don't know how to get it. So instead, they choose chaos.
Mm-hmm. And coming from a Black woman perspective, and obviously, guys, please don't come for me. Like this is feeling only, but for Black women, we are tired. We're tired. We're extra tired of feeling like the only time our men want to come to us is when they are at their lowest and they need help, or they are old, riddled with ED and the dick don't work no more, and now they're ready to settle down.
Oh, let's settle down.
Sit down. Oh, I want family. I want to, after your dick don't work no more, and you've done all your fun stuff. Then you want to come to us. No, we don't want that. I don't want post fun dick. I don't want
your potbelly and man tits. I don't want it. I'm sorry. I just don't.
Yeah.
I realize that. And I'm like, you know, especially being this age when you're 38, obviously, you know, once you get to 40, you know, the body ain't always necessarily there. Some things the hair may not, you know, hairline might be a little bit further back than it was 10 years ago. So certain things like, okay, Nika, you're not going to get every single thing you want. I totally get that. But I'm starting to realize more and more that, the reason you are single is because you do know what you want and you're very clear about it. And each time you try to compromise on that, and each time you try to lower your standard or change that, it never works out. Why does it never work out? Because that's not for you. And you know it's not for you. And you keep doing it. So I keep beating myself up. So after that whole conversation, I was just like, my emotions were so high and I was so mad that I just started crying. I was just like, and that's when I felt something, you know. I was at least glad that
but it wasn't for him that you felt something.
No, it wasn't for that specific situation because, again, you know, I wasn't like in love or something like that. Like, I'm clearly know he's talking to other chicks. Like, he slipped up and said a couple things that clued me into like this is happening anyway. So I wasn't surprised. And truth be told, I was, you know, putting my little feelers out there too and having conversations with other people. So it's
once you realize that they stopped being consistent,
right. So it wasn't like a big deal, but it was just like, yo, is it because I'm Black? Is it because I'm dark? Is that what it is? Am I too nice? Do I have to be mean? Like,
exactly.
Well, what is it?
And to be mean takes so much extra energy. It really does.
And you know what?
No, that's too much. Can't I just be myself?
You're so nice, and people would describe me as a pushover because I know that I don't want my anger to get to that level. I've seen me at that level. So instead of me taking it there, I'm just going to be calm because like you said, Tori, it takes so much energy just to be a bitch all the time. Like, why do I have to, like, we're getting older. We are in our mid to late 30s. We get one life.
Literally.
Why can't we live it in peace? Isn't that the goal? That's what I thought the goal was.
Right.
I know I'm choosing not to live in chaos, but apparently it's seeming like people are thriving on this.
No matter what age. No matter what age.
It's like at this point, I feel, now obviously I haven't given up on, you know, romance or anything like that, but I feel like I'm just tired.
Exhausting.
To the point where even like the other conversations I've had, I've met other nice men, at least seemingly from conversation. I've only actually gone out on one date. Yeah, just one. But it's just like I'm finding I don't even have the energy to put into the conversation because I'm just like, I don't want to do all this, and then you just gonna do like.
I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm tired of having to explain
you should
myself.
get a template.
Purple, dang it. Are we
get a
married
template
or
on your
not?
phone.
Like,
ooh, I know. I'm gonna do like an introductory video, and then when I meet them, I'm just gonna press play on my phone and just be like, watch this for 5 minutes as an intro to me, so I don't have to keep in like going.
Just get a template.
I know.
You never have to repeat yourself again.
So tired. So I had almost kind of the opposite experience with that during this summer. I had a guy that I met for a couple days with. He was nice up front. He seemed very mentally strong and decisive, and I was intrigued. So we had a great time, and everything was going well. But then he got manipulative, and he asked me for my blood, sweat, and tears to help him take his non-existent businesses from under the ground to up. It was very like, he's like, I don't need your money. I don't need anything from you except your blood, sweat, and tears. I was like, that is everything.
Right?
I was like, I've done that before. I was like, you don't have anything for me to put that behind. I was like, especially only after like 2 weeks, girl, he was telling me about how he already knew he wanted 2 kids out of me, which kids are a subject for me. No, it's a no, but he basically demanded children. He's like, I want 2 kids out of you. And, I need you to, give me and help me put everything into these businesses. And I was like, have you started them? Are you going? No, I'm waiting on you.
Ooh.
Okay.
I was like,
well, you're going to be waiting a long time.
No, you're not waiting on me. He even had, so then I kind of started getting the feeler. So I kind of like backed away, and I gave him the, you know what? I have had time to think, you know what, I'm going to step back. It looks like you may want some things that I don't want. I'm not quite there yet. I appreciate your decisiveness. And, because he's like, no, I want you. He's like, I'm going to marry you. And it's you. And it was very like overly aggressive. He asked a couple of questions and thought he knew me. And that's not how that works. I only answer the questions you ask me. I don't give like that freely. I'll answer questions all day. I love questions, but understand what kind of questions you're not going to get more than that. But he thought that he asked all the questions and therefore knew me in 2 weeks, to the point to where even though I said no kids and we had radio silence for a little bit, he ambushed me with his own children. So he went away, flew down his oldest child, came back, because when I sent him that, I'm going to kind of take a step back. He was like, I understand. That's cool. I get it. I know I came on strong. I'll step back. And that's where we left it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Then he called and he was like a week later, and he was like, hey, can we talk? I really want to, talk. And I was like, okay, yeah, I don't mind at all. So I go see him, and then he walks me from my car to his apartment. But halfway to his apartment, he was like, hey, I actually need to run to my car real quick. You can go outside, the door is open. Cool. Walk in. His oldest daughter's sitting there like, hi.
Completely. He didn't know it.
Hi. She's like, oh, you must be Tori. I was like, and you must be his oldest daughter. Yeah. And so I was just like, she's like, wait, where's my dad? I was like, he went back out to the car. So I sit and I'm being cordial, but I am like
fuming.
You can just, the heat is like just, and she's just like, yeah, I'm working on this and I do this and you travel. What are you doing? Da, 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 da. And so I'm talking to her, but my mind, I'm like, I'm pissed at this point. And he doesn't come back in the house for like another 15, 20 minutes. Then he comes in, can't look me in the eye.
I bet he couldn't.
And I am drilling a hole in the side of that big ass head. And he still wouldn't look. He's like, oh, what are you ladies talking about? She's like, oh, she was telling me this. I'm telling her this. And I was like, okay. And so I text him because I know he's looking at his phone instead of looking at me. I was like, we're going to have some fucking words here in a second. And he was like, I know. So I was like, hold on. So we went to the room. I turned up my music. And I let him fucking have it. I was like, what the fuck is this? What the fuck? Why would you fucking? I was like, you know how unfucking fair that is. And I was just like, I was almost seeing red. It got to the point where I put my finger in his forehead and I put my hand in his chest and I had to like pull my hand back. And then I got to that point where I started laughing. I was like, I'm gonna need to leave before I stab this motherfucker. And I'm laughing and he's laughing. I'm like, oh no, I'm smiling, but this shit not funny. I'm real angry right now. I'm real angry.
He had the audacity.
The audacity. He was like, well, I know you said that, kids were, kind of so I wanted to, show you that I birth, smart, and great kids. I wanted you to know that you could trust me.
That's irrelevant. That wasn't even the point.
Yo, I was like, you. And then literally, I just kept doing this number.
Like, if you keep talking, you about to die today. Today is
like
the day.
I'm breathing fire into my hands. I'm just like, what the fuck? What do you mean? And then that's when it got creepy, because then he started getting extra manipulative. He's like, I'm gonna give you some time to rest, but I know you, and you gonna think about me, and you gonna think about, you gonna think about us, and you gonna come back, you gonna be, and just I'm like, oh, clearly you don't know me and my detached personality issues. Like, you know how much it takes for me to attach to somebody, and you ain't it after 2 weeks. I'm like, he really think some Leo shit. He really think he got this shit figured out. No, you don't. You have no idea how unattached I can be when necessary, until you've proven that it is okay to let my guard down.
You are worthy.
You're not gonna get that after like 2 weeks. That's not how that works. And I was like, you miscalculated. So I'm gonna go. And so I leave, and she's like, it was really nice meeting you. She's like, I hope I get to see you again. I was like, no, your daddy made sure that will never happen again. Goodbye. And I'm out. So why is it that shit like that is attached to good dick?
There's no
crazy like that is attached to. Why is it always attached to like crazy shit like that? Like, it's fine. Like, it is what it is. It was fine. But like, that's what that's attached to. Versus you meet somebody that's actually like, and I've met some people that were like actually like not bad. Like, personalities were great. We had good chemistry talking wise, but sex was trash. Womp womp.
It's like, what are you gonna have to settle for?
And I
feel like
that there has to be a happy medium somewhere. I don't need crazy dick, but I also can't do erectile dysfunction. There's got to be like,
so where's the middle ground?
I mean, I can't. I think that's the movie, Nikki. I don't know what movie that was, but it's like you never go with best sex of your life guy. You always go with like it's a movie somewhere, and I can't remember it. But you not even medium. You go with like there's that, but you don't actually want that. You want like there's got to be a middle ground. There's got to be a balance about it. Like, where is that?
I don't know. Like, I was talking to somebody today about dating and stuff, and he was giving me a man's perspective, and he's saying basically it's the same way for men, which I get, because I was talking about the whole, why is it, they wait till they freaking pot belly, I mean 9 months pregnant, hairline way back here. And then they talk about, are you my black
line in the nosebleed section?
You my black queen, grand rising, and all this other stuff. And it's like, I appreciate it. Like, I'm never gonna tell you not to call me queen, right? Never. Yes,
as we are,
as you properly should. You know what I'm saying? But like, come on,
I don't like you.
Right? It's just like,
how much settling actually has to happen?
Yeah, he was like, it's the same for men, the nice guy, because he's a nice, he considers himself a nice guy, which he is. The woman, it's not till she done had 3 babies by somebody else, is what he said. Now she, he done dogged her out so many times. Now she want to come back and she wants the nice guy. It's like, okay, I get it. I guess it goes both ways. So like, what way for men and for women, and where is the medium? How do we find it? And when it comes to settling, how much settling are we supposed? I mean, obviously that's determined by the individual, but how much settling am I supposed to take?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we have great conversation, blah, 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 but you're, telling me what's going on with your life. I'm like, kind of got a lot of, drama, or like baby mama drama or stuff like that. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have that type of drama with my children, and they're,
so I'm not looking to have yours.
We don't have problems like that. And I'm just not trying to be in the midst of all of that.
I'm trying to invite that into your life. That's a lot.
You ain't got to be chiseled 6-pack because I don't have a 6-pack. You know what I'm saying? So I can't ask you to have one. However, can we go to the gym together? Can we at least be fit, active? Right. Can we take a walk?
Be healthy?
Be healthy. Can we be healthy?
Got to be resigned to the fact that you just gonna have a pot belly and balding. Like, why do I have to accept that? Why? You want me to be on point, don't you? I came with my belly hanging over my pants. With my hair,
why you get fat? You get
right?
Fat
you're gonna have something to say about how I look. So why should it be any different? And to be the main ones that look like that got the most to say about how you look, about a woman.
How you supposed to look exactly?
Right? Like, sir, don't you say nothing. Let him say something, but you don't say nothing. He can talk, but you can't. Just hush, okay? Hush.
Something that I've stopped doing is I've stopped idolizing other people's relationships. Like some people are like, that relationship is goals. It's goals. You don't know what
you don't know exactly.
You don't know what they've been through together. You don't know what kind of nonsense either of them have been up to. You don't know how much settling either of them have done. And I feel like we were talking about this, Nikki. It was like how much can we take in order to get a long-term happy relationship? Because a lot of relationships that are in my sphere that I know about, for them to get to that place, I'm like, I ain't got the patience for that. I don't have patience for that. I don't have the patience to take back somebody after they've cheated. I just don't. I just don't.
I remember one time somebody told me, yeah, you're single because you mean. I'm like, what you mean I'm mean? She's like, yeah, wow. I know I would take, I've taken more than I know you would take. You wouldn't take half the stuff I put up with, and that's why you're single. I'm like, well, I guess that's why I'm single then.
Okay, then let me be single.
I just can't.
It's so much.
Like, I get it. Nobody's perfect, right? And I understand that there's no perfect man that's going to do everything right 100% of the time, unless it's, freaking Jesus. And he wasn't into, he didn't marry. He wasn't dating anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to happen. So I understand we're all humans. I'm definitely not perfect. I know I'm hard to live. I got my little attitude that I get sometimes. Like, I totally get that. But like, where's the medium?
Where's the middle?
But you're also not bringing chaos. You're not bringing chaos. Everybody has, like you said, everybody has their issues, but you're not bringing chaos. You're taking care of your own. You're raising your 2 wonderful, beautiful sons. And life is just...
I take care of my body. I go to work. I pay my bills. I eat well. I cook. I clean. I do my laundry. Like, I live like what I consider a normal life. Like, I don't understand why this process is so...
Or it's even more frustrating. You get like, oh, you're so amazing, or you're so wonderful, or for me, you're too good for me, or how is somebody not married you yet, or you're wonderful, you're great, you're this, you've got it together, you're the shit, you're this. Okay, well then somebody wife me.
Or it's the same thing, but it's somebody you dated in the past and it didn't work out for whatever reason, and they come back months later, years later. Oh, you're such a wonderful woman.
You're still the one.
Can we meet up? I want to take you out for drinks. And I was like, dude, I'm not the same person I was then, so I'm not gonna just accept.
You're not even my type no more.
Yeah, you're not even my type.
You're not my type no more.
You know what I'm saying? I've grown, I've changed, I've evolved. That Nikia that you knew then, she's dead. Like, I killed her. She's done, buried. Here's the gravesite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know I'm a good woman. I know I am. So I appreciate you.
Tell me something I don't know.
But you
and if they, but if they do come back and they also have done the work and they've evolved, then that's a different conversation. But they normally
yet to come across that. Yeah.
Like, normally they have it though. That's the problem.
They
I did that, right? He called and I was just like, I shouldn't, but I did, right? And number one, the place where we met up, I already knew right off the bat, okay, where are we meeting up for drinks? All right, I already know it's a wrap, but I'm gonna go because I'm gonna get me a free drink. So I went and I see him walk up and I'm like, nah. So, we sat there, we had a drink or whatever, catching up, asking about the kids, stuff like that. And, he goes into the whole, I'm still interested in blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
I bet you are.
And then walk out to the car. And then as, I open my door and I turn around, like, do the church hug, my standard one arm, long hug. And he tries to lean in for it. Girl, I hit that matrix so fast. He tried to lean in for a kiss. Oof. I was like, ooh, I'm getting the make of my girl. You couldn't tell me shit. I was leaning back.
You hit your little Kim.
Yeah. Like on Mary J, you know.
Oh, Jesus.
He's like, I can't get a kiss. I'm like, huh?
Oh. Oh.
Conversation made you think that? No.
Mm-mm.
So I get my car, go, a week or so passes, and then he starts texting me, and I wasn't responding. Oh, I haven't heard from you. You said you would let me know if you were interested. I'm thinking, did I say that?
Wow.
I don't.
Did you say that? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you say that? You would have remembered if you said that.
And if I did say it, you haven't heard from me. So what did I tell you? I say, if I am interested, I will let you know. Right?
Because that's the thing,
so
we don't play games. The three of us don't play games.
It means I'm not.
We're very vocal, and when we're interested, we say. And I don't know if that's also a turn off either, because it's like if I'm interested,
I think it is.
It might be. It might be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna sit 4 days and wait for you to give me a grand rising empress queen of this 4 seasons universe. I'm not doing that. Like if maybe like a good morning
of the earth.
If
birth everything good and pure.
Right. Ye who birth sea and air.
You're about queen.
Right. Or is it Igbo? Oh my gosh.
Great granddaughter of Oshun.
I know, right? Queen Oshun. Oh yeah. Anybody? Whichever one. Aphrodite.
This grand day. It's like
shut up.
Yo, when you coming with, I saw a meme today actually about it. You come in all that. It said that it's always the grand rising MFers that are attached to SHIT. And it's like, exactly.
Yes.
You're saying grand rising, but then it's like, okay, you ain't coming with nothing. Like
nothing. That's all they have. That's good. That sounds good. That's their only good opening. That's it.
It's like, all
that's
right,
it.
grand rising. Okay. What else you got for me?
I rose in grandly.
They ain't got nothing else for you. Nothing.
It's just fighting the feeling that there's something wrong with me, because that's what's been happening since that whole little incident. It's like, well, it must be me then, right? Something's wrong with me. I'm doing.
It feels
wrong.
like being normal is wrong now. Like being either assertive or being very communicative and saying like, I am also interested in you. Because I've gotten that too, where I will go back and forth, and I won't just leave it to them to show interest. You say good morning, I'm gonna say good morning. And there are some mornings where I'll say good morning because I was thinking about you that day. And then it becomes then when I start showing interest or asking questions or how are you,
back off.
Then they're just like, oh no, she's making the work easy for me. And then it's like you just back away, and it's like, okay. Well,
it's like and
then you ignore them.
They enjoy the chase more than the actual catch.
And that
exactly, because when they get it, they don't know what to do with it.
Yes, like I can get being pursued, and I can get the excitement that goes with that. I can understand that, but like if you're actually looking for something, why does it seem to scare them so badly? But then turn around to complain about it. I'm tired of always having to say good morning. I'm tired of always having to. Okay, well, here you go. Good morning, grand rising, king of the oceans, of Wakanda, grand Ogun, of all flowers rising. How are you, my king? Like whatever, I can do that too. But then it's just like that scares them, and it's the weirdest thing. So you just want me to like sit here, be mean, ignore you, be a bitch, bring chaos, not cook, not clean, not do any of the stuff, and you like that? Like I don't. But then complain that I don't have peace. I can't find. I'm looking for this, or it's even more so insulting to be like you're a great catch.
But I'm gonna throw you back though.
Yeah, but it's
what?
like,
but
what's the but? Because I know it's coming.
Where's the but? And I've asked like platonic friends that, and it's just like they just not ready. And I was like, well, who is?
We are almost 40. Why? And
I am 33
I like
at this
women,
point. Like,
they like men, but it's the same.
It's the same thing
that I'm finding with struggle and men. If we're all in the same age group, like why aren't we ready yet? We have been through 4 decades. 4. 4 decades.
That's my
if that
thing.
doesn't
That's
click,
what I was in my conversation earlier today. It was like, yeah, he's saying all these things. Like, yeah, I totally get that, but like, I'm 38. Like, these dudes is 40 plus. 40 plus.
Still acting like this. When does it
So
end?
at what point does it end? When you're 50? When you're 60?
No, clearly
at
not.
At that point, we both got canes. Like, I'm not trying to wait till we both hobbling. You come hobbling.
You want to go walk down the aisle now, baby? You want to go ahead and get married?
Hobbling. We got to get the scooters at Walmart. No, I'm not waiting until then. I'm sorry.
My last long-term relationship asked me, he was like, oh, well, you know I have my problems and there's more to come, but you just got to stick it out with me. And then when we get old, people are going to be like, well, you guys are so close now. So when we get, I was like, so you telling me that there's more?
That is so oxymoron.
You're telling me there's more to come. You're warning me. You're telling me that there's more to come. And you're telling me that it's not going to be resolved until we're both old?
What? Bye.
Who has time for that? I am in my prime right now. At 33, I am in my prime right now. I am making money. I have time. I am willing to travel. I am like, I am ready to share that with the right person, but so far nobody is showing up. And it's frustrating and it's defeating and it's deflating and it's just it's making me almost feel like I guess it's just gonna be me and some cats. Here we go, meow.
No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. We will not do that. No. No.
Come on, Cuddles.
Tori, if I ever come see you and I see you sitting in the corner doing some shit like that, we boxing. No.
It's what it feels like, regardless of whether it is. And no, I haven't given up on love. I haven't given up on romance and finding your person. And I understand that your right person will come at the right time, but it's just kind of like, please, universe, don't make that when I'm 60. Like, can it be when I'm like really blossoming right now? Can it be for my friends when they're also really blossoming? Because it's like, objectively, you guys are great people. So it's just really hard to find the balance, because I mean, there is all the good stuff, they get like the good guys, but unfortunately what ends up coming with the good guys is bad physicality. And the older that women get, the more physically inclined we are, like the more sexually inclined we are. We get more hot and heated and we want more as we get older. And I don't have time to teach you.
Not at 40 and 50.
Not in your mid 30s. I don't have time to teach you, like, and it's like, and we can have like great chemistry, but if we also don't have a measure of good physical chemistry, long term, that's gonna get on my nerves. Like there's gotta be, guys, get your game up. get your game up. I don't want to teach in my 20s. Cool.
Yeah,
but not
I
my
know
30s.
There's good men out there, right? I know them. I've seen them. I've met some myself and went on dates with them. It just wasn't a romantic match for me and that particular person. So I know it exists. It's just
when is it going to happen for you?
Right. Like somebody told me, one of my guy friends, he's like, you got to comb through the weeds to get. I'm just like, look, ain't no more grass. Okay. And I pulled all the weeds.
It's all crabgrass.
This is y'all. I'm sitting in dirt.
Crabgrass.
I'm sitting on a big plane of dirt. Like, what do you mean?
One blade of St. Augustine amongst the crabgrass.
Where's the grass? I'm looking because all I done pulled everything else up. All the flowers gone. Everything.
I just see dirt.
Well, at least when y'all at least get conversation when you go on, your sites or whatever. Women, on the other hand, it's hard to get a woman to reach out. And I just don't, because I'm on there looking and I'm just, because of my past, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. You ain't shit. Why are you taking pictures like this? This is, I'm like, what? I'm like, and then at the end, I'm like, this is fucking ghetto. I put my phone down. I'm like, I just.
Yeah.
It's defeating.
And then I get mad all over again, because then I'm thinking about my previous relationship. And Nick, I knows, like, there was issues. If those issues didn't exist, we could have been absolutely perfect, because the chemistry was there mentally and physically. And it literally just went from here to here. And now I'm here. So it's like, I think I'm going to chill. I'm going to chill, because the next person is definitely not going to get the version of me that they deserve.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You're not ready to give that
To
yet.
No, because my trust level,
Oh, it's
like we had in that one
gone.
episode, you had a negative 100 off rip.
Yeah. And it sucks that it's that way because, everybody's different and that might be the right person. But because you're so used to, and I hate it. I hate that I'm more used to being disappointed than I am used to, having success in regards to relationships. I'm more used to it not working out and being by myself than I am used to actually being in a relationship, to the point where now with that particular situation, it don't even faze me. I'm just like, okay.
That's
you know what I'm
another
saying?
one.
Like,
That's sad. You shouldn't be that comfortable with
sad.
It's on
like
par.
that.
Yeah.
I find that to be really sad that I'm
Yeah.
not comfortable, but
you're
not
accepting of getting
fazed
disappointed.
by
Like
it not working.
You
because that
accept it
happens
at this point.
so much.
Yeah, like I think that's a really sad.
That's sad when people start
place to
expecting
be.
it.
No, and it'd be so
Right.
nice to like get on here and be like positive relationships and how we're doing, and
We'll
like
get there.
and we will. It's just
Mhm.
it's hard to not be able to be like, Black men are really cheering for us as Black women. Black men are really doing this, or whoever. Like it's hard to have that conversation when you haven't quite experienced it yet.
Right. And it's like, of course, always when you meet someone at first, all of us do it. We always put our best
We
face
send our representative
forward.
Mhm.
So,
Yep.
like I said, I know I'm not, perfect. I got my little quirks and my little attitude and things like that. Like, I totally get that. But like, for the most part, my mood is the same. My personality is the same. Like, I'm pretty much like monotone most of the time. Like, it doesn't change. The most excitement is if you go watch one of my videos or something on my head wrap things. Like, I'm pretty much like the same all the time. So it's like, it's not even like I'm putting out a representative or faking.
exactly.
This is who I am. This is what it is. I'm gonna have a good conversation. I'm gonna eat good, and I'll make you laugh, and then we can go and do whatever else we decide to do. And it's just like, that's not enough apparently, or it's not. I won't say it's not good enough, but that's not what's being sought after. It's the other stuff that's being sought after. That's the opposite.
We don't have the energy for.
Yeah.
Our generation, we weren't brought up in the era of seeing families together. A lot of us weren't. It was, single family households. So now that we're older, I don't think a lot of us know how to be in a relationship because we didn't see it growing up. Now, granted, like back in the day, yes, our grandparents, great grandparents, they stayed together, even though they
most of that weren't healthy.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't healthy, but they were together. So our parents got to see that, even though it was unhealthy. So they knew how to keep a household together. Now, coming up to us, people started separating. Like, I'm not taking this shit. You can go your way. I got my kids. You can go yours, type thing.
Yeah.
And now you have us.
Right. Yeah, I think that's true too. Because you can definitely tell, which I've, my man friends that I've talked to about this, they talk about women that they meet that clearly have daddy issues, and same with men that have mommy issues or daddy issues. Yeah, I think that definitely does play a part, especially as Black people. We already have this sort of trauma that we pass down from generation to generation, from the fact that we were brought here against our will and made to work and all these other things. So it's like we're always in a survival sort of mind state and not a
PTSD.
living sort of mind state. And we end up passing that on to our children. Even I've read articles where even scientifically speaking, through our DNA, we pass it down to our children, even without us, wanting to or knowing that we're doing it. So I think there's a lot of things as Black people that sort of have hindered our concept of what the family is and what it should look like. And so, that does play a part. And then, like you said, with family, single parents, whether single mom, single dad, that definitely plays a role. But I also feel like if we recognize that, then that's something you can work on. It's one thing if you don't know that's the reason,
therapy.
But if you see it and that's the reason or that plays a part on it, then that's something you should work on.
Yeah.
So
that's
how many percentage of people do you think actually really recognize it though? Do you think people are paying that much attention if they can't even get a simple concept down as to how to be a functional human being in a relationship? You really think they can look at themselves and say, oh, wait a minute,
Yes.
I think I have an issue.
I do. I think people can. I just don't think they want to. I think people are in general, just like with kids, are way smarter, way more intuitive, and way more observant than they let on. It's whether they want to actually put in the work or not. And most people are too lazy and don't want to put in that work because sometimes that growth is going to hurt, that they know that growth is going to be uncomfortable, but they know. People are well aware of their actions. People are well aware of like what they're.
I think that they are, but like Tori said, I think it's a matter of not wanting to see it, right? Because you got to look at to do the self work of whatever your issues are. That means you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and what you see is not what you may want it to be, or what you think it is, or what you portray to other people. And it's hard. It's hard, and I know from my own experience, it's hard to look at that ugliness and be like, "Of course, dang, that's really messed up, Nika. Like Nika, that is a really messed up thing about you. Like you really need to work on that." That takes work and a willingness to want to do the work, a willingness to see it, to own it and accept it, and then be like, okay, what do I need to do to now change it? Whether it's through therapy, whether it's through journaling, or however you decide to, make that change. And I think that's really hard for people to do. It really takes somebody that's really, 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 really wanting to do the work and really wanting to grow as a person.
Become a better,
in order to do that. And a lot of people that when you look in that mirror and you see that, that red mark across your face, and it's just like, no, I don't want to
see that. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. It's not that bad.
No,
I'm making it out.
It's not. I'm gonna do something else.
It's not me. It's not me. It's them. It's her.
It's always somebody else. But here's the thing too, Felicia, to your point about seeing a lot of non-whole unit families. Like I was fortunate enough to have both my parents in the home and to have a good example of a good marital relationship, not without their own problems, but what I got to observe out of my parents also, I think has the same, almost nowadays, actually almost has the same effect of growing up in a household that's not, traditionally whole. Because watching my parents set an expectation for myself that seems, even though I always assumed that it seemed normal growing up. So I was like, oh, that's how a man's supposed to treat a woman. Oh, okay, that's how you resolve issues. Oh, okay, that's how you're supposed to, love your significant other. And then to come out here and not be able to find that anywhere is just as devastating. To have that expectation healthy, or even if it is, it seems,
can't find it anywhere.
It seems fanciful at this point, which is really sad. It's like, oh no, that's a fairy tale, and I'm never going to find something like what my parents. I'm never going to find that. It can be just as detrimental to feel like you've seen it, but you'll never be able to attain that for yourself. Because then you're like, is that even out there anymore?
Yeah, I agree. Because like with my parents, they definitely had their problems. That I was, witness to some of those things. And more that I found out, as I got older, and they would tell me, come to me and tell me things individually. But still, it was like, even with the problems, like when my dad talked about my mom, when he saw her, I saw her and I knew, she was beautiful. And I, where is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I saw her and and he
in a
non-creepy
way.
Him. Yeah. And he asked her to marry him a few times before, they finally actually got married. But it's like regardless of whatever problems, obviously, again, nobody's perfect. They had definitely had issues. But one thing I do know is that he loved her. That much I know. He loved her. And it's just, yeah, to what you said, Tori, it's like, where's that for me?
Where's that? My parents met at 14, 15. Wow. My dad was like, I saw her. I wanted that. He's like, regardless of her other 17 brothers and sisters, he's like, I was going to push through that. He's like, that was supposed to be mine. And that's it. And now they live out in the country together. They can't get enough of each other, just isolated just because they're having fun out there. And it's like,
wow.
I would like for somebody to look at me the way that my dad looked at my mom.
Yes.
I would love to have somebody that was truly as there for me as I am for them, without having, like I said, without having them be like, I need your blood, sweat, and tears, only because now you're struggling. Now you want a Black woman. Now you want, because you know what we're capable of, and you know how much magic and how much luck we bring to any situation that we touch. You want that. And then we get you to that point, and then all of a sudden now you're pining for something non-Black. Now you're pining for something white adjacent, Latina. You're looking for it as a way to show come up. Like, here's the thing: I am not against interracial. I was married to a white man too early, and whole mess in the beginning of my 20s. But it shouldn't be your love for your significant other who may or may not be Black shouldn't come from a place of a comeuppance. It should be that you are truly attracted to that. And a lot of times the feel that I get from a lot of Black men when it comes to dating outside of Black women, it comes from not a place of preference, because there's preference. You can have preference all day, but there's a difference between having a preference and being prejudiced. Like when you start looking at the color of that person's skin as the come up or as a way to acknowledge that you've made it somewhere, that's not a preference. You have your person. I don't care who it is, but make sure it's because but don't come
for all the right reasons.
Yeah, don't make that an opportunity to degrade Black women just because you think your preference is something other than because you just think it's better. No, if it's a preference, it's a preference. But like, don't put us down about it, because we are just as magical and just as awesome. And don't wait to come to us when you're down in the dumps to make that happen. Like, come to the table with something, because especially nowadays, more than likely, we're coming to the table with stuff too. We're not making you provide the whole table. We're actually coming to the table with stuff to help. Yes, to help you out.
To your point, that was one of the things that girl said to me. That second time she called me or whatever, she actually said to me, yeah, because she's Egyptian, obviously she's African, so she was, we were trying to vibe on the whole African tip or whatever, and she was like, my skin may not be dark, but I still got that melanin, and we African women, we need to stick together, blah blah blah. But one of the things that she said, which I don't know if it's true or not, but this is what she said, was a conversation, I guess, that she was a part of or whatever, and when they were all at work, and she said that he said to this other person, yeah, I like white women because of their temperament, i.e. Black women got attitudes, blah 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 blah,
angry,
she was like,
mad all the time.
She was like, he'll F anything that's white as long as it's white, blah blah blah. That's what she was saying. But it's just like, okay, so when I said, I didn't repeat exactly what she said to me. I was like, and you low-key on some self-hate type thing, you think because you posted up to a white skin chick that somehow that makes you better. You know what he said? Absolutely nothing. You know why? Because I was 100% correct. 100% correct. He didn't say, he did not respond to that part of what I said at all.
I bet the hell he didn't.
At all. And it's like, dude, and here I am on the one. I don't want to say he was dogging me out, because I really don't, it wasn't that deep.
No, he wasn't dogging you out. No.
Like, you had a choice to make, right? Because she came supposedly after the fact. And this is what you chose. And here I am, the one you basically lying to, even though I asked you specifically about that.
I was there for that.
Like, why people saying the truth?
Oh yeah, Tori was there for that conversation.
I was there for that. I almost spit out my toothpaste. That sure was so funny.
Because like me, I don't say nothing. Like I chill. But when I ask you something, I'm asking you a direct question, and it's most likely is going to be a yes or no. And if I need you to expand on that answer, then I'm gonna ask you to expand. But usually your yes or no will tell me everything I need to know. Why? Because I'm asking you a very direct question. So if I ask you that direct question and you tell me no, okay, so that's all I need to know. And then now fast forward to a month later, whatever it is, and now that no I see was a lie. Why did you lie? Like, there was no
people don't know how to stand in their truth. It's like, what are you gaining from it? When you lie to someone, what are you gaining?
Like, what you need my black behind around for if you like white skinned women? Go get
if that's what you want, go get it.
You ain't gotta have me in the mix.
I had one dude date me, and everything was going great, but then he cheated on me with this girl who had a bigger body type that he had a preference for. And after the fact, I was like, if I'm not your type, why are you even messing with me? Well, because your personality and you are beautiful and you're this. I was like, but I'm not your type. You can't fight what you're actually attracted to. I'm not your type. If that is your type, go for it.
Go for that.
don't waste my time. And that goes for body type, size, or color. If that's your type, that's cool. That's what you're naturally attracted to. Go for your type, but don't decidedly choose that your type is better, or what you like is makes the other shit, because it's not. It's just, it should be a preference, and if it's anything outside of that, then you need to dig deeper. Because
I had said to him,
so tiring.
My only thing is, whatever you do is how you. All I'm asking you is to tell me, because I'm not gonna ask you to change nothing you do. I'm gonna just change how I move. So whatever you do is whatever you do. Only thing I ask is don't waste my time. And then you proceed to do exactly that.
Exactly what you told him not to do.
Do not waste my time, and you're just going to waste it anyway. If you prefer that type of looking woman, okay. And I asked him, like, why'd you just say you didn't want to stop talking to me? Like, I don't understand. Why'd you say, like, it's been nice, but I'm headed a different direction? Why couldn't you just say that? Oh, I was trying to figure it out. Figure what out? There
was nothing to figure out.
Figure out me. What does that mean? It's just, it's the process of, I'm just like, dude, you sound real stupid right now. You could have just said, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm a big girl. I can take it. I really can. Like, I've been through this before. This is not the first time.
No one wants to come off being, no one wants to come off being the bad guy.
But it wouldn't make it bad.
No, but that's the crazy thing, because she asked him.
No, but to him it would. To him, he would be like, in his mind, to her, like, he's the bad guy. And some people are so like, I don't want to come off being the bad guy. I'm just not interested. Okay, then just say you're not interested. Well, no, but then if I hurt her feelings, what if I hurt her? You're not interested.
Let months and years go by. That's gonna hurt her feelings even more. If you nip that shit in the butt.
And that's the same conversation I had with the previous person I dated, because it was a similar thing. The girl didn't call me. I just asked the question. He couldn't help but to answer it truthfully. But the reason I stopped dating for like a year was because, like, I'm sick of this shit. But anyway, it was the same thing. It was just like, and he was like, I was like, okay, so there's another woman. Like, why didn't you just say that? He was like, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody, but you're not doing anything by keeping it a secret. Do you understand what's happening? Because the more time that passed, either her or me, one of us, somebody's feelings are going to get involved. So you're going to have to hurt somebody in the process. So you keep it a secret, thinking you're protecting somebody, you're actually making it worse.
You're making it worse.
Because now I know, and yeah, my feelings are a little hurt, but I wasn't like devastated. But like, that's because that's just me. I'm just used to the shit. I'm a hard ass. So, okay, that's always my reaction. All right. Like, so yeah, you're not necessarily hurting me, but what if she finds out? She might be more emotionally attached than me. Now you are hurting someone. Talking about you don't want to hurt. You are doing the very thing you say you don't want to do by not being honest and just saying what it is. Because hell, she might be okay with it. I might be okay with, do what you do. Because some women are okay with that. Exactly. That means you ain't going to be attached to me. I call you when I need you and peace out when I don't. Some women are like that. So it's better just to be honest, because it ain't going to stop you from getting excuse my language. It ain't going to stop you from getting pussy, because women will still give it up if they feel like giving it up. It's not going to stop you from getting your meals cooked, because apparently that's what women was doing, bringing you meals and shit. It ain't gonna stop none of that. Matter of fact, some women, because women, we look at each other as competition, it'll make them do it even more. Because they know someone else is around. Like this girl that was calling me, that's all she was doing to see if I'm still talking to him, because I'm now her competition. Out of all the women she saw, I was the only one she called.
Yeah.
Apparently, exactly. Which I told him that too. So I got it going on. So you a stupid beep beep beep, because I'm the only one she called. Anyway,
you digress.
I digressed. The point is, we all want a happy medium. Now, I do want to say we do need more from the LGBT perspective. LGBTQIA plus.
And
we do need more from that perspective, because obviously we're talking about hetero relationships a lot here, and Felicia does not fall into that category.
Dick, sorry.
So we don't want Felicia to be left out of this conversation, because clearly these are having the same issues in that category as well. So at some point, I know some people that join. If you
comment, say something.
Yes, comment. We have an email. Oh yeah, we do have an email. Y'all know that? Nyjah knows one at Gmail. Nyjah knows one at Gmail.
If you want to be on an episode,
let us know. If you're in that category and you want to be on an episode and we talk about this stuff, let us know. Same thing for the men. We do want more men on here to get other perspectives, because obviously we all know each other. We pretty much agree when it comes to perspective. So we need people that are of different perspectives.
And for the men that want to come on, please understand that this is a discussion,
not a debate.
It's not a competition. We're not arguing whose position as a man or a woman is best.
We're just trying to
understand each other and to find that happy medium. This is not a competition of who won the argument. This is literally, if you want to come on, please come on with the mindset that we want to discuss the points of view, not argue whose point of view is correct, because that's subjective.
Right.
That defeats the purpose.
Yes.
Right. And that being said, also, if you comment or send an email or whatever that you want to come on, just know that when I wrote this down as a little blurb in my journal, as Nyjah knows, I want to start a podcast, I was very specific as to how I want it to be. Right. So when I said, okay, I need somebody else to be on it with me, I want to thank Tori and Felicia for doing this with me, because y'all literally are making my dream come true. So I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Yeah.
Of course.
But they were people that I chose because, number one, they did the first 2 episodes with me and helped me get over that fear of doing it. Number 2, they're 2 people that I know have some sort of insight and wisdom. So if you want to participate, please know that I'm only going to say, yeah, come on, if I think that you have a honest, insightful perspective to give. We're not on here just doing BS just for the sake of.
We're just talking.
Like, we definitely have our fun, joke and all that. But it needs to be people that have actual insight and that can provide some actual wisdom.
Something to bring to the table.
Exactly. Actual wisdom when it comes to that. So if you comment or say something and I, maybe don't ask, either A, I forgot, or B, we might have gone a different direction, but just don't take it personal, because I am very clear about how I want this podcast to be when it comes to these types of things that we're talking about. This one is this is not a serious, well, it is a serious topic because we're talking about life here.
Yes.
But, you also have to be funny, be able to take a joke. Please.
Yes, and also know that me and Felicia can get feisty, but it's not an angry passion.
Exactly,
it's not an angry passion. Just know, and we're not arguing. We just get really excited about it.
Yes, it's healthy. I consider it healthy debate, and I think healthy debate is good. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you gain perspective. That's how you change. Okay, so maybe my thinking is wrong about this. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
and you might learn something about yourself when you come on here and talk with us.
True, because we ain't no stupid girls, women. You know what I'm saying? We got a little something up there. You know what I'm saying?
Smart.
You smart. You was smart. You was
kind.
You was impotent. Yeah. Yeah.
Here's a chocolate pie.
Yes, but we definitely want to continue this conversation again, because dating is an ongoing thing. It's
what a lot of us post-COVID. It's what a lot of us post-COVID are going through right now. A lot of relationships did not endure COVID, and you have a lot of people who haven't been on the market for a long time now back in the marketplace, and we're swimming in garbage. It's not just plastic in the sea anymore. It's
garbage. It's murky. It's cloudy. What is? Can't even put goggles on.
Bring your hand sanitizer.
So yes, we are open to feedback, open to comments, open to having other people on to give perspective on dating and other topics that we'll be talking about as the weeks are coming.
And if you're a good guy and you're fine, and you got some friends, you got a fine lady friend too who like the ladies too, throw
throw
them our way. We are single and available.
Yes,
studs only though. Sorry.
Oh, okay. There's a preference.
Studs only.
There's a preference.
Studs only.
Studs only.
Don't do
studs only.
Can't have 2 pretty bitches walking around.
That's a preference. Example of preference.
That is a preference.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ding, ding. Example of preference.
See how easy that was, people? Get it together.
Without having to put down anybody else.
She knows what she
without
likes.
Putting down anybody else, because that's nothing to do with that. It is personal preference.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, there could be beautiful women, but I prefer stud, and it's okay.
That's
all right.
fine.
So bring your stud friends, and then bring the other male friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on through.
So we are open to all of that. And yeah, Tori was here for the summer.
It was a
couple
hot girl
months
summer.
here. Yeah. I don't know the song. But yeah, we had a good time. We got to go parasailing. We did massages. What else did we do?
Food, drinking, just out, beach.
Yeah. Beach,
just out and about. It was fun. I mean, it's on our Instagram, so definitely, go out and take a look at all the videos and stuff. Nikki's awesome with all the videos. I'm not as awesome, but I have pictures and things on there too. It was definitely a fun hugger. Yeah, I got back on the road yesterday. So now I am doing an East Coast road trip up to Philadelphia and then making my way back down, but I'm taking the whole month to do that. I just got to Raleigh. Never been here. It should be fun.
Yay.
Lots of driving.
Felicia's still on her fitness tip.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the damn thing. She
I
got
live
me
in the gym. I might as
now.
well just move in.
Yeah.
Next stair climbers to set up a little pallet.
Trainer. Oh, yeah, that's right. We went to the gym together. How long were you on the Stairmaster? 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
30
Oh
minutes.
my gosh.
That's a lot for us.
That's
Felicia.
a lot.
That's a lot for us.
If I go and just do an hour, that's all I'm doing. I'm not doing it. Stop being babies. Stop it. Cut it out.
It hurts.
Whatever. Put your lip
It does
back.
hurt.
Cut it out.
That was a lot. And then,
But did you die though?
A little bit of my soul did.
Trying
Just
to
a
make us do
little bit of my soul
after
did.
that. I was just like, is she crazy? Something
But
wrong
were
with
you
her?
fine the next day? I
actually was fine the next day.
And how many times have I heard jokes about my rear end and y'all trying to build dump truck, but you got to get in the gym to
I
work?
ain't,
So
listen, I ain't know it took all that. I ain't know. I thought you was eating more protein. I was down with that. I ain't know it was going to
Genetics.
I ain't know it was going to
that could play because
Genetics. We're not going to displace
but you
genetics.
still can build it. You can still build it.
I mean, mine is poking.
Yep, I know mine's is coming up. We was in the Hall of Mirrors before I left. We went through the Hall of Mirrors. We was like, oh,
it's sitting up. Is it okay? Okay, she trying to form a little table in the back.
No,
I see you.
Get in there 3-4 times a week and do those glute focus exercises. Give it about a year though, because the glute is the hardest muscle to grow. Because it's one of the biggest muscles aside from the legs. Yeah.
Well, how about then I just have like the doctor take down my waist and get the illusion.
Here we go. Here we go. How about we just not go under the knife and just remain natural beauties? I like that thought.
I like that too.
It is natural. It's naturally my fat. He ain't putting anything artificial. He just replaced,
He's just taking it
putting
out
it in another place
and moving it
taking out one place and putting it in another
reallocation.
Place. Natural. Exactly.
Reallocation
of the fat.
Companies do it all the time.
Yes.
Reallocation of assets.
I can't even argue with that. Okay.
But in all seriousness, I do. I love being natural of everything. Yeah. I'm still pulling them. So
exactly.
I'm still pulling them. So it's okay.
It ain't stopped me from getting nobody I wanted, even if my want wasn't the right thing for me.
What you're working with is getting, it's still pulling them in. Still pulling them. You still got it.
Still is. Because I got the hips, girl. Get that illusion. They be like, oh, she got a note. Oh, okay.
Well, I got titties.
Dang.
I got titties.
All right, y'all. Well, we will be back with our next episode. We will do our random facts, our travel tips, our fitness tips on the next one. So we'll be back at that. But other than that, this is it for episode 1. Y'all, we did it. Yay! Season 2. Thank y'all so much for listening, for watching, your feedback, your comments, your messages, all that. We really appreciate it. You're helping us to grow, helping us to fine tune and get better each time. So we love y'all. All right, y'all. Peace out.
Bye.